Hi guys. So yeah, does anyone remember when I was in the numberblocks fandom and I made really questionable shit on my Scratch account? Don't ask why. But yeah, in case you didn't know, 14-year-old me in the numberblocks fandom was an incredibly cringy child back then. And yeah, I just have to pull out and admit it. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck I made that content. I don't know what the fuck 14-year-old me was on at that certain point, but at this point, I just want to just bash my head into the wall and forget this ever happened because it's just so regretful and I just can't. I cannot go looking back in my past. Yeah, I made a lot of really fricked up drawings. Do you remember Ryan Ho, Blue Snaky 522? I think that's the username. Does anyone remember Ryan Ho, the person that made that numberblock 91? Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I used to have a crush on Ryan's 91, believe it or not. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people online out Ryan as, a PEDO, but listen, I've seen no proof of the evidence online, so I cannot tell if this is true or not, but I'm just gonna take it with a grain of salt for now until, Ryan actually confirms it or someone else actually gives the proof of Ryan doing those awful things, because I have no idea what to think of the situation currently. Yeah, it's kind of getting me stressed out. But yeah, that aside, yeah, I don't know why 14-year-old me even decided to do this weird ass shit with the number blocks back in the day. Every time I look back at this aspect of my past, I just want to forget it and just pretend it doesn't exist. But listen, I sometimes watch numberblocks videos from time to time, usually as like just a nostalgia trip. But even looking at numberblocks itself, even looking back at the numberblocks fandom itself, I just don't know how the fuck I managed to fuck this up. Yeah. I hate to admit it, I was incredibly immature, and I should have known better about posting that stuff on a kid's website. A kid's coding website, as a matter of fact. Yeah, does anyone remember the blueberry virus shit? Like, there's so many projects about the blueberry virus. Like, they're everywhere on Scratch at one certain point in time. I actually remember last year searching that phrase up on Scratch and getting like 100 results, but I think on Scratch it finally died down and most of the projects were removed, and I think they actually removed that search term entirely. I might have to check later, but yeah, like once again, I am not going to be active on Scratch until they fix the Sprunky problem. So yeah, still, I just want to, I heavily regret making a lot of fetish art of the number blocks when I was 14. And I don't know why the fuck I managed to do that. Listen, I was at that time of my life where, freakiness was, getting coursed through my blood, and now I was kind of getting hypersexual at that time, so I made a lot of weird ass artworks of the number blocks. I even made some anthro number block designs that, once again, were also Ryan's number blocks characters, and I anthrophied them. So, yeah, those artworks are still on my page if you want to check those out. But just an FYI, I do not have any certain opinions on Ryan Ho now because of the pedo situation, the pedo allegations that Ryan was involved in. So yeah, my apologies if I'm stuttering a lot, but yeah, I'm trying to think about what I say before I speak it, so it's not as confusing. So my apologies if I managed to fuck anything up that I'm saying. And I admit to my mistakes. It's been really fucking awful. Every time I just look back, I love the nostalgia that number blocks gives me, but at the same time, I just want to look away, and just don't look back at my past. But unfortunately, according to the internet, once you post something, it's gonna be on the internet forever, and I have to respect that now. And yeah, some people are probably gonna look back at me as some sort of weirdo, even though technically I am. I am a weirdo, but I wasn't as a weirdo as I was back then, back in 2021, when I think I made those artworks. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore because it's just gonna get me more stressed out. Anyways, yeah, I'm done talking about this. Bye.